Hey guys, I have a little issue with my oven. Let me tell you the symptoms. I went to turn on my oven and everything came on okay, preheated, everything looked okay. Stuck something in and the oven said it was preheated. Stuck something in and about 10 minutes later I went to pull it out and it just didn't seem like it was, they were some like fish sticks or something. And it wasn't even hot. I could literally grab the pan with my bare hand. And it was set for 350. So I was like, something's not right. So you can go in and do a feature in all of these ovens to set your temperature and calibrate it. So for instance, if something doesn't seem like it's cooking right, you can put a thermostat in there. Notice if it's like you have it set for 350, but it's only showing up at like 320. You can go in and adjust the temperature to raise it a little bit so it matches the actual temperature. That's called calibration. Different ovens have different ways of doing it. But mine, I stuck in a thermostat and I was at 350, but the temperature was like 290, which is really off. So when I opened it up, and I'll open mine up, you look at this heating element. If you notice how black it is, if you look in the back, it's kind of gray, but over here it's really black. I have a feeling my heating element is going bad. So I'm going to show you how to change out this heating element. It's really, really easy. The very first thing you want to do is kill power. Find your breaker and cut off power. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. One thing is where you can get these heating elements. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on Sears Parts Direct, all kinds of parts places online. All you need to do is search for your model. And you get your model off of that sticker. That's the model of mine, where it says MOD. And then you just take that model, take that model number, put it online in Google search, and just put heating element. And you'll get all kinds of hits. You can do it on Amazon. I bought this element off of Amazon. It was about $20 cheaper than Sears Parts Direct. It was like $43, and Sears Parts Direct wanted $68. So, and that was Prime with free shipping. Took a few days to get it, but it came FedEx. All right, you can see no lights, no power. There's two ways you can do this. You can take this door off, and it makes things really easy, or you can leave it on and kind of reach in. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove the door. Most ovens is pretty much the same, even if it's a range cooktop or a built-in oven. So what you need to do is, in these little hinges, you open the door all the way. In these little hinges, there's a little tab that you lift up. See, just like that. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. You get that tab on both sides. Now, here's the tricky part. Different manufacturers have different tricks to it. Some of them, once you lift those tabs up, you lift the door up until it stops, like right there. And then you pull the door up. This one, you lift it up, then you kind of keep going. I don't know if let me see if I can put this on the tripod. All right, so with this door, like I said, on some of them, you get it up to about this part, and then you lift straight up, and the hinge going into the appliance and the hinge in the door kind of separate. This one works different. You have to lift up and bring the door all the way up like that, and it just pulls right out. So let me set this aside. Now, the easy part. We'll just bring this in and bring this down a little bit. Some of them have hex head screws, some of them have Phillip head screws. These are Phillip head. There's 2 screws on the element. Go ahead and take those screws out. Sometimes you have to kind of give the heat element a little pull while you're screwing, because sometimes it will get stuck and you'll feel the screw just popping and it won't come out all the way. If you give it a little pull, that'll help it come out. So now you take the element and you pull it out, and it'll be 2 wires. That one just popped right off. And then another wire on this side. They just have spade connectors on them for these right here. They just have these spade connectors, and you just go ahead and pull it off. Take your new element. Make sure that these little feet are pointed down. Go ahead and connect your spade connectors onto the element. Put it back in. Make sure the holes are lined up. There we go. That's back in. Now you got to put the door back on. For most, you'll just slide it back onto those rails. For this one, you got to have it almost vertical, and you put it inside the slots on both sides, push it all the way in, and then come back, and you'll feel it pop down into a groove, and then it'll kind of be locked onto the spring. Then bring it all the way down, push the tabs all the way back in or all the way back down, and you're done. Turn back on power. All right, then go ahead and power it up. You can see that it's heating up nicely. I got a little thermostat inside. I'm gonna let this thing, it'll stink a little bit because it's a new heating element. Might have some oil or something like that on it. Let it burn that off. I got it set for 350. I got a little, I usually have a little temperature probe, but I just have one of these things that's just gonna monitor, keep track of the temperature. Have it on 350, we're gonna see how this goes. You wanna make sure when you push that temperature element back up inside there, that it's clear and it's screwed in where it should be. You don't want it to be off. You don't want any of those contacts hitting any metal. You should keep, there should be some insulation back there. That's fine. But I'm gonna let this go and let it heat up completely and see what we get. Like I said, last time I heated this thing, it ran for about 45 minutes. And at 350, the hottest I got was 290. So let's see what we get. All right, so my oven has completely preheated. It now says it's 350. So let's see what my little thermostat says. A little bit more than 350, but maybe 360. Might have to do a calibration and turn it back down a little, but it looks good. I think we're done with this. But that's how you change out the heating element in most of your ovens. Have a good one. Give me a holler if you have any questions, and subscribe.